Well, JJK is ending in 5 chapters, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't know how to feel about it. What's up, y'all? My name is Soullight, and as always, the RNC welcomes you. Now look, I'll say this. I am all for an author or mangaka, whatever you want to say in this instance. I'm all for the creator having the ability to say, okay, I'm done with this story now, because I don't want stories to be dragged out so that they can sell stuff. I want stories to be wrapped up whenever the author wants them to be wrapped up. But in the case of JJK, it feels kind of hard to say that. Now look. As of recording this is like the same day of it being announced that there's only 5 more chapters. So we haven't even seen the next chapter or the next 4 or next 3 chapters. Like this is just hot off the announcement. So I don't know what these next 5 chapters could be. But it just feels really sudden for it to be ending in 5 chapters. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Like it feels like there's still so much stuff that needs to happen. Am I crazy for saying that, y'all? Like let me know. Like I want to know what y'all think first of all before I even get deep into this video. Go ahead and put in the comments what y'all think about JJK ending in 5 chapters and like what you feel like needs to happen. But I'll go ahead and get into that now. Like, not one time. I think this is one of this is actually insane, and I feel so bad for people that like this character. These characters actually, Hikari and Uruume. Bro, what is going on? Not one. Okay, that's not true. One time we cut to them fighting. I think it was like twice. It was like 2 times that we cut and saw them fighting, and it was like for a few pages max. What is going on? We're really not gonna see. Okay, again. The last 5 chapters are clearly not out yet, since I'm still speculating. But are we really gonna spend, at this point, are we really gonna spend time in these last 5 chapters watching that fight play out? I can't imagine a scenario where we cut back to that fight and they're still fighting. For sure, when we cut back to that fight, I mean, it'll just be somebody on the ground dead. Like, we're not gonna see any of the fight. We're not gonna see how Hikari dealt with Uruume or how Uruume dealt with Hikari, really. Somebody's just gonna be laid out. Nobody's gonna be satisfied with that. And it's like, I mean, sure, you can say, oh, well, you know, the goal isn't to satisfy everybody or whatever. He's just gonna tell his own story. I don't know, man. I don't like that. I really don't, to be honest. Like, I don't like the idea that there's gonna be so many loose ends, most likely, by the time these 5 chapters are over. There's just so much stuff that we haven't seen, man. Like, bro, in 5 chapters, sure, we can get a Heian era flashback, but that's probably only gonna be like either a few pages or that's gonna be one of the chapters. And I just wish we got to see more. There's just way too much stuff that we still haven't seen or done. Kenjaku, I feel sorry for y'all, for anybody that wanted to see Kenjaku come back or anything, because like I guess he's just dead. He's not coming back. Like he really did get blitzed right there. He didn't have no other plans or anything. That's just it. He's just dead. Like, I feel bad for y'all. Who else? Bro, it's hard being a Yuta fan, because are we really gonna just leave it? Like, did he really just die right there? Like, is he just stuck as Gojo? Is he just dead now? Is that what we're doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just way too much stuff that we haven't seen, and even with the stuff we've seen, I'm not sure if within 5 chapters it's gonna be a conclusion that'll be worth it. again, as I said earlier, 5 chapters aren't out yet, and I'm not Gege, so I don't know what Gege's gonna do. I don't know what they have planned, but I just feel like it wouldn't seem as difficult for the ending to be good if we still had a little bit more time with the series to see what'll end up happening. It's like I'm curious about what an epilogue is gonna end up looking like. Obviously how the fight's gonna wrap up with Sukuna versus everybody. Honestly, I kind of want to touch on that now that I'm bringing it up. Looking back on this fight, or I guess these fights would be the proper thing to say. Maybe my thoughts will change like when the anime comes out or whenever I reread it, if I ever do. I don't think this Sukuna showdown was really like it's hard for me to want to say I feel like it was or wasn't good, because it's not over yet, so it's kind of hard to say that. But with everything that we've seen, like hear me out. Throughout the Sukuna fight, they basically threw everybody at that guy. They threw samurai guy, I can't think, Kusakabe. They threw Kusakabe at him. He had his little moment to shine, then he got bodied. Miguel and his homie, I forget his name. They pulled up. Miguel, he kind of looked clean. He looked clean dodging Sukuna's attacks and stuff. I'll say that. But he didn't really do much. Like, it was just kind of padding the fight out. I don't even know if you could really say that's fan service, because like, I'm gonna be honest, Miguel doesn't really have fans, I don't think, because he didn't really get to do much. The only he got supporters probably because like Gojo gave him like one of the most racist ass beatings of all like anime for no reason. But I don't know, the fight, I don't know if I want to say it felt dragged out. I don't know, man. I don't know. Gege has done a good job so far with JJK. Like, the storytelling on this manga has been really good so far. A lot of people, like with the latest chapter, whenever Yuji was like, "Oh, Sukuna, I can kill you. Just come with me. Like, if you don't come with me, I'll kill you." Like, people saying that chapter was bad. It was like, "Oh, it's a yap fest." My nigga, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Not every fight or not every like story beat needs to be explained through a fight. It's cool that JJK will do that sometimes, but we can have calm moments like this. I'm just worried, like, it feels like a lot of stuff just kind of was just left up in the air, right? Like, I guess I can say this too. Nobara, bro. Look. Here's what I'll say. With the kind of wound that Nobara received, I will say it makes sense that she probably isn't gonna come back. Again, 5 chapters, who knows? They brought Toto back. His state was much more like, oh, he can come back. It's just like, how are they gonna do it, really? Toto was not like out of commission, technically. He lost his hand, but he's not dead. Nobara, with how she got handled, it's like, oh, she's probably dead. But the way that Gege wrote the stuff with Nobara, it's like, can you really blame people for like thinking that she's gonna come back, or like having hope that she's still gonna come back? Again, Toto came back, and again, to be fair, his injuries were much less severe than what Nobara got. But the way that they were writing around that, it's like, look, either she's gonna be dead or she's not gonna be dead. You gotta at least say it, right? Like, you can have Nita, was that their name? I don't really remember. You can have that medic person be like, oh, she's not in really good condition, but it's not a 0% chance that she'll come back. You can say that, and it's like, oh, cool. So there is still a chance that she's gonna come back, and she most likely will, because as an author, why would you include that and not follow up on it. And it's just like, I don't feel like the reader should be not punished, but I don't feel like the reader should feel stupid for thinking that Nobara would come back, when it's like, typically whenever authors say something like that, or they leave it to where it's like, oh, this could or could not happen, it's like there's a reason for them saying that, because that character is probably gonna come back later. But is that gonna happen at this point? I can't say for sure. Again, I'm not gay, but it just comes off very weird, and almost like he set that up in case he didn't know what to do later on, or like how to beat Sukuna or someone later. And it's like, I don't know. It's certain things that I feel like with Jujutsu Kaisen ending in 5 chapters, I feel like with that knowledge of how the story plays out, I feel like it'll be kind of hard to consume the rest of it. That's really only if the ending is bad. Good God, don't let this ending be bad, please. Cause if he wraps this story up seemingly early, not seemingly, but like if he ends the story and it comes off like he's ending it early, like it does for a lot of people right now, that potentially bad ending could easily ruin everything that JJK's built up to this point. And I don't want to see that happen. I can't say that I think it's gonna happen, to be honest. I can't just say that 100%. I know that there is a lot of stuff that we still haven't seen or done yet, but I just can't say for certain. It's just, that's definitely a thought that's in the back of my head right now. So I don't know. I really hope that this ending is good. I have faith in Gege. I think if he's confident, or if they're confident that they can end this story in 5 chapters, I'll try to trust Gege. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll try to trust Gege. It is really unfortunate to know that there's probably a lot of stuff that we're just not gonna ever see, most likely. And there is also the special announcement that I think is next week or something, aside from this one, or some crazy whatever. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that could be. JJK Part 2, I don't think that we're gonna be getting that so soon. At least I don't think they would announce it that soon, right? Like, it's already been 6 years of Gege working on just normal JJK. I can't imagine JJK Part 2 happening anytime soon. Maybe a spin-off, potentially, but if he's ending the series as soon as he is, I feel like he wouldn't do that. That's just me. So yeah, I'm obviously gonna be here for it. I've read too much JJK to not want to read it at this point. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think that this ending is gonna be worth it? Do y'all think Gege's rushing to get to this point, or what? Are y'all disappointed that you're probably not gonna see certain things like Nobara coming back or another Heian era flashback? Let me know in the comments. This is So Light, and I'm gonna catch you later. Peace.